Hi, Richard. Well, welcome everyone. This is going to be a lot of fun for the Hadra team on the Bima. I'm Nola Katinsky, and joining me to help lead services tonight are Marcia and Denny Reynolds, and Mike Rush, and Norman Ronnie on the music and everything else they do for us. We are a wonderful community, and we are joined by folks near and far online. And I'm so happy to have you here worshiping with us while Rabbi Meir Bargeron has a little weekend break, which he's well deserved. So if you could please join me on page 128, Norman and Ronnie are going to lead us in Ma Yafeh Hayom.
Shabbat Shalom, Maya V'Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Maya V'Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Maya V'Hayom, Shabbat Shalom.
We shouldn't sit down because we're going to sing another song. Can you please join us in singing Shalom Aleichem on page 142? I don't know where to start it. Give us a key.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Hamlakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Sekem Shalom, Malakei Shalom, Malakei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malakei Hamlakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Now, if you could please turn to the top of page 126 and join me for a prayer. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us, and to bring that vision to life. And now, Dawn Hammond is going to come and light our candles for us. Please turn to page 120 for the candle blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadnik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Thank you, Dawn. And now turn to page 138 to find the words for Lecha Dodi, which we're going to join Norman Rani for.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. 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 Shahamor v'zechor didur echad, Yishmi'anu el hayuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemu tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Hitoreri, ki ha'orech li'ori, uri, shir daberi, kevod raya la'ayit nigla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Lecha Dodi likrat Please stand, face the open door as we welcome Shabbat. Verse 9.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחת העולם, כוחכם ונעם סגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה. Shabbat Kabbalah, Adonai Likvat Kahala, Shabbat Kabbalah.
While you're standing, turn around, greet each other, welcome the people online. So if we can all stay standing, turn to page 144 for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yikadash Shemei Rabbah, Yadikra Kirute V'Amlik Malkute, Israel, Bagala, Bagala, Uvizman Karim, Vimeru, Amen. Yehesh Me'Rabba Mivora, Ye'olam Olam Le'amaya, Yitbarak, Yitbarak, Yishtarak, V'yitnahar, v'yitnomah, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shomei nekurushat berehu, le'le'am min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran mi'alma, v'imeru. Stay right here for the Baruchu.
Yeah.
Yep. La 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 la
You may be seated. Those of you who frequently come to Shabbat services will have often heard Rabbi talk about entering Shabbat. He'll ask you to think about the week that is passing, think about the good things, and reflect on the things that did not go well or as planned. He'll then ask you to put all of that aside and contemplate entering Shabbat with an open mind and an open heart. I have always found the reading at the bottom of page 149 to be a pathway to let the past week go and move forward into Shabbat with a willingness to hear and see the world anew. Please turn to page 149 and we'll read the reading on the bottom of the page. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. Please turn to the top of page 151, and we'll read together, As You Taught Torah. As you taught Torah to those whose name I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please turn to page 152, the next page, and if you are able to stand, we'll recite the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated, and please turn to page 154, and we will be doing the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chal levavecha v'chal nafshecha v'chal me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher onechi mitzavecha Hayom alevavecha, v'shinatam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvleftecha v'derech, u'shavbecha v'kumecha, u'kshartam leod al yadecha, v'hayu letotofo b'neinecha, u'tartam Amuzo beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkaru, v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'hitem kiddoshim le'Elohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti echem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. Now turn to page 157 and join me as we start to think about getting ready to chant or sing the Micha Mocha. At the top of the page 157, standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, and there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Please turn to the next page and join us in singing Micha Mocha. Now please turn to the next page, 160, and join us in singing the Hashkivenu.
We are now moving into the Amidah, so please turn to page 164, and we'll recite together pages 164, 166, 168, and 170. And after 170, we'll continue to pray in silence from pages 172 to 180. If you are able, please rise.
Adonai, Sifat Ufia, Gita Tivatera. Adonai, open up my lips, and my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor HaAvraham, El Yom, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Yaakov, V'zocher Chasevot V'imahot, U'mavid Ula Lifnei B'neihem, L'ma'an Shmo B'Yahava. Melech Ozer U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Makan Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mecharei Hekatah V'Hoshia, Mori Hagata, Mechayeh Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh Hakom B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim B'Rofer Korim, Umatir Asurim, Umkayeh Emunato, Lishanei Afar, Mikamo Chalav Yechurot, Umidom Melach, Melech Mimid Umachayeh, Umatziach Yeshua, L'ma'an Atah L'chayot, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh Ha'ol, Atah Kadosh V'Shema Kadosh, U'Kadoshim L'chol Yom L'Chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
If you will now please join me in a prayer for Israel. It is on the sheet that was handed out as you came in the sanctuary. Prayer for Israel. Avinu Shabbat Shamayim, our God in heaven, protector and friend of Israel, bless the land of Israel with peace and safety. Help all the people who live there, young and old, Jewish, Muslim, Christian, and Druze, to be kind to one another and live together in peace. Give strength to those who work for justice, and courage to those who protect the land. Let Israel be a place of hope, forever can grow, learn, and dream freely. Spread over Israel the shelter of your peace, and let love and understanding fill the land. And let us say, Amen. If you now turn to page 180, we'll cement that prayer with a prayer for peace. O say shalom.
You may have an A.
Please turn to page 371. It's time for the Misha Barak. And it's time we've come to pray for those who are in need of healing of body and mind or of spirit, and pray for those who provide the care. Ronnie and Norm will lead us for the first verse. We'll pause. I will then read the community list, and I'll give you the opportunity to say who you're praying for tonight, and then we'll complete the second.
Go.
Thinking of Andrew Bosell, Ruth Bloom, Pirkot Babraka, Adrian Breitman, Todd Crago, Mort Finkel, Janice Fertner, Ronnie Greenberg, Jonathan Haidt, Miriam Krause, Stan Levine, Laura Michaels, Kaylin Nagel, Tom O'Neill, Debbie Charay, Nessie Sulkin, Barbara Gail Siegel, Aliza Turco.
Barbara Davidson, Julie Davidson, Coraline Bunce.
The renewal
For those of you who are new here tonight, every week we read a portion, a part, we call it a parsha or parshat of the Torah. And this week's Torah portion is found in Numbers 25. Actually, it's 10 through 30. And I found that this particular Torah portion was a bit difficult for me, a non-rabbi, to comprehend. So I found something that I think seems appropriate for tonight. That was from Rabbi Rick Jacobs, who happens to be the president of the Union for Reform Judaism. He has a podcast, and this is a transcript slightly edited by me, but this is mostly the words of the president of our Union for Reform Judaism, Rabbi Rick Jacobs. In this week's Torah portion, we read the story of Pinchas, also known as Phinehas, who kills an Israelite and another out of zealous belief. There are many who equate people of faith with zealotry, doing anything to ensure the continuation of a religion or a peoplehood. But how can we turn that definition around to the idea that people of faith are good, kind, caring people who tend to their community? We should not let religion be hijacked by zealots, not in the Bible and not today. Pinchas, in the Jewish tradition, is a very problematic individual. He literally is going along one day and he sees an Israelite doing something so offensive to a Midianite woman that he literally not only intervenes, but he kills them. He executes them. He commits murder. He is filled with righteous zealotry. He is the quintessential zealot. And some in our circle of interpreters say he is such a righteous defender of our people, but others see in his zealotry the most dangerous and dark side of faith. We are living in a moment in the 21st century where there is a greater and greater number of people, both Jewish and non-Jewish, who are literally defining themselves as not religious. They call themselves, in using the language of demography, nuns. It's N-O-N-E-S, nuns. When they look at the choices, are you religious? Are you this? Are you that? They say none of the above. And one of the things actually, I think, grows out of Parashat Pinchas, many modern people say, is that what it means to be a person of faith, that you're so filled with zealotry, with righteousness, with certainty and intolerance? If that's what it means to be a religious person, you know what? I don't want any of it. And so people define themselves against that and say, I am none of those choices. Our tradition, obviously, has many different models of what it means to be a person of faith, a person of kindness, a person of love, a person of deep commitment to the well-being of others. So we are at a moment to try and kind of flip back what it means to be a person of faith. When someone says none of the above, it's not that they don't want to be people of kindness, people of goodness, people of generosity, people of deep commitment to serve others and community. More and more people want to be that. So we have a typology of what it means to be faithful. Is it a religious zealot We look around the world, and there are so many faith communities that have their zealots. We all do. And unfortunately, they get a disproportionate share of the attention. We focus so much on them because they scare us, and they make us wonder what faith might someone be practicing that they would literally harm others out of their zealotry, out of their sense of righteousness. So we're fighting for the very substance of what it could mean to be a person of faith, particularly in the 21st century. Can we actually turn it around? I think we have that opportunity, each of us, to say what we do, and particularly if we're in the progressive part of the religious community. There are times when we sometimes question our commitment to tikkun olam, to repair the world. Is that really about faith, or it is a community service commitment? Is my desire to have some time to be quiet and to meditate, is that the same as having a prayer life? Is my wanting to build a community of real, deep concern and empathy for one another, is that what it means to be a part of a congregation? Well, that in fact is up to us. And we simply can't allow religion to be hijacked by zealots, not in the Bible and not today. There are people who we meet in our lives who embody the very depths of what it means to be religious, what it means to be a person of faith. So let's not let the zealots, however loud, however intolerant, however self-righteous they may be, to define the entire activity of spirituality and of faith. That belongs to all of us. And in some ways, we have to take it back and to say, no, tolerance is what my religious faith teaches me. Love of the other, particularly the stranger, that's what my faith teaches me. Not to be fearful of the other, the immigrant, the one who is different. Faith teaches me that my life isn't just about doing for me. Generosity isn't about what I'm willing to spend and do for myself. Generosity is about the time and the resources I commit to the communal well-being, the communal good. So we've got a big, stark contrast right in front of us. And Parashat Pinchas focused us right on that choice. I think as we look at his deed, his murder in the name of his faith, we recoil and we say, that's not my way. That's not the religious tradition I affirm, that I love, that I practice. So when we consider what it means to be a none, N-O-N-E, can we say none of the following? Intolerance, zealotry, self-righteousness. What's my faith? It's none of those. It's about all the things that will make our world whole, make our world just, make our world compassionate. That choice wasn't just our ancestors, it's ours. So let us not walk away from what it means to be a person of faith. We can shape that in our own lives, for our community, and for generations yet to be. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Again, I'm not that deep, so this is from Rabbi Rick Jacobs, but appropriate. I'm going to invite Mimi Zellman, bless her heart, to read the announcement. Mimi is on the board of directors of the temple, and we like to have somebody from the board. I've got him right in front of you here, Mimi.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening, both here in the sanctuary and at home. Please join us tomorrow morning at 9:45 a.m. for Shabbat services. A reminder that we usually meet on the first and third Saturdays for morning worship. Please also allow extra time when coming to the temple for the coming weeks. If you're driving on Bluffton Road Bridge near Quimby Village or at the intersection of Bluffton Road and Broadway. Traffic is reduced to one lane at a time and one direction of travel with reconstruction of the bridge. Significant delays are expected in this area through October. In conjunction with the Fort Wayne Pride, we'll celebrate Pride Shabbat on Friday, July 25th at 6:30 p.m., led by Rabbi Meir with readings and prayers inspired by the LGBTQ+ experience. Our speaker, Chris Wise, a licensed clinical social worker, will discuss the impact of discrimination and negative government policies on LGBTQ+ people, particularly youth. An Onyx Shabbat will follow with we warmly welcome guests. Our Spirited Friday Night Live service with Heartland Sings returns on Friday, August the 8th at 6:30 p.m. outdoors. Please join us before services at 5 p.m. for a barbecue hosted by the Romeos. Kindly RSVP for dinner no later than Friday, August the 1st. Thank you to Denny Reynolds for coordinating and the Romeos for hosting the meal. We appreciate the Dr. Harry Salin Foundation for its support. All are welcome. The International Association of Jewish Genealogical Societies is hosting its annual conference on August the 10th to the 14th in Fort Wayne at the Grand Wayne Center and Allen County Public Library. Our campus partner, the Northeast Indiana Jewish Genealogy Society, is the local host for the conference. Volunteers are needed. To find out more, please see your weekly email from the temple. Contact volunteer co-chair Fran Adler or hospitality co-chairs Beth and Dan Zweig. With any questions, thank you. Thank you to Nola Katinsky, Denny Reynolds, Marsha Reynolds, and Mike Rush for the beautiful service, and Norman Ronnie for the beautiful music. Richard for running the live streaming, Don Zellman for ushering, Officer Trent for keeping us safe, Don Hammond for serving as our shamash, and please join us for the service for Kiddush and Motzi, and again, Shabbat Shalom. Good job, everybody.
Thank you, Mimi. I'm going to ask that those of you who are able to please rise, turn to page 586, and right after that, 591 for Aleinu. May be seated. Please turn to page 598. We will get there in a moment. Those of you who are new to our services, virtually every Jewish service, we take a moment to remember those from our community who have died in the past year or at this season in many years before, in some cases back into the 1800s. We remember them by reciting the Mourner's Kaddish. Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We also remember those who have died in Ukraine, in Israel, in Gaza, innocent combatants, non-combatants, and those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. I'm going to read the list of people that we are remembering tonight, and then I will invite you to offer the names of anyone you might be remembering at this time. Those on the Shana list who have died within the past year are Dan Bradley, Al Zacher, Jeff Shulkin, Ron Mendelblatt, Betty Fishman, Larry Coulter, Steve Herman, Allegria Fine, and Danny Rifkin. And those we remember whose yahrzeit, year's time, anniversary of death that we remember tonight are David Auerbach, Solomon Babish, Leah Babish, Isidore Berkowitz, Dr. Hyman L. Cohen, Armand Cahotis, Anne Doran, Bernard Dubinsky, Marguerite Elder, Betty Fisher, Dora Fisher, Belle Frank, Julian Friedman, Frida Friedman, Cheryl Gannon, Jack Golder, Fillmore I. Harris, Ben Kellman, June Schaefer, Manny Silverman, Miriam Singerman, Albert Smith, Minnie Sposip, Celia Pearl Steiber, Jacques Turco, Isaac Trowerman, Adolph B. Weigler. Does anyone else have anyone they want to remember tonight?
Nelson B.
Thank you. As you are able, would you please rise, and we will recite together the Mourner's Kaddish found on page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yamad yivrak yeruteh v'yamlik malchuteh, v'kayikon u'me'akon u'kayet ekol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kari v'yamru amen. V'hei shmei rabbah mevarak nelam amei amaya. Yitparak v'yishtabak v'yitparak korban v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar v'yit halem v'yit halal shamei dekudashah bariku. Ve'elim min kol birata v'shirata. Tush b'kata v'nechamata. Tam yaman v'yamad v'yamru amen. V'hei sh'al rabba min shamaya. V'kayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. O say shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Zikranam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Please be seated.
We will join us in Tefillah HaDerek on page
6:49?
6:49. We have it all written down here, but we don't have that. 6:49.
Organization here.
It's only your notes to me.
And speaking of notes, please join us.
Yeah, please.
May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. May this be our blessing. Amen. Amen. May this be our blessing. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. Amen. May this be our blessing.
One more thing to do. We have a priestly blessing to bestow upon all of us. This might be a good time to stand. This is the priestly blessing. Yeravekaka Adonai v'yishmareka.
May God bless you and keep you.
Not so. Yeir Adonai panavaleka v'kuneka.
May God's face shine upon you and be gracious unto you.
Yisa Adonai panavaleka v'saim lachai shalom.
May God turn towards you and grant you peace.
And may we all say, Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Please meet out in the hall for motzi and kiddush. You know what I think?